Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to EconRecaps.
Starting with the markets, the S&P 500 traded flat today, down just 0.15%. Hurting the index were major constituents Nvidia, Amazon, Broadcom, and Eli Lilly, closing down an average of 2.7%. However, the market did have something to celebrate with a pair of positive economic releases. Consumer sentiment came in at 70.1, just above expectations, and the PCE Price Index showed August inflation of just 2.2%, well in line with Fed targets.
Before we jump into the news, I want to let you know that the Dow Jones Industrial Average closed at a record high of $42,313. While we still have yet to see what Monday will bring, September is shaping up to be a great month for the index, up 2.5% so far.
Now, jumping into the biggest stories of the week, we will start with the Chinese Communist Party urging local companies to stay away from Nvidia processors, specifically the H20 chips, which are used in most AI models. While this announcement lacks legal backing, companies are expected to comply to appease the CCP. The party's goal is to boost local chip makers like Huawei and Qualcomm Technologies.
So what does this mean for Nvidia? Well, China already receives a slower version of the company's processors due to US sanctions. Couple that with the announcement from Beijing, and Nvidia's ability to compete in the Chinese market is further weakened. Investors are naturally worried as the world's second largest economy made up 17% of Nvidia's revenue last fiscal year. Moreover, this is a sign that geopolitical headwinds faced by the company are far from over. Nvidia closed the day down over 2% because of this.
Now, let's follow up on a pair of stories from Monday. First, Alibaba and Nvidia are set to partner up in an effort to further self-driving technology. Nvidia would continue its dominance in the chip space for these products, and Alibaba would be able to meaningfully reduce last-mile delivery costs. However, we have yet to see how today's announcement from Beijing will affect this potential partnership.
Second, rumors that Qualcomm would buy fellow chipmaker Intel made rounds earlier this week as investors mulled over the acquisition and what it would mean for both companies. As of now, no announcements have been made, but analysts at Bank of America and Stifel see regulatory challenges killing the deal before it gets off the ground.
The DOJ was busy this week, launching 2 investigations. First, the agency announced an investigation into Visa on Tuesday, claiming the company had a monopoly on US debit cards. Visa has set aside $1.5 billion for legal fees related to the investigation. Joining Visa is Super Microcomputers, or SMCI, who is being investigated for potential accounting fraud. The probe is likely related to a report from Hindenburg Research, which was released exactly 1 month ago.
OpenAI announced this week that they would be changing their status from a non-profit to a public benefit company. This means that they are now a for-profit entity, but are legally required to consider the public good when making decisions. Being a PBC allows OpenAI to have shareholders and even pay a dividend, making it easier for them to obtain capital from investors. With this, Sam Altman is expected to receive a 7% stake in the company. Unrelated to this decision, OpenAI's Chief Technology Officer, Mira Murati, announced her departure from the company after 6.5 years.
Caroline Ellison, former CEO of Alameda Research and key witness against Sam Bankman-Fried, was sentenced to 24 months in prison for her role in the FTX fraud case. Despite prosecutors recommending only house arrest and probation due to her cooperation, Judge Lewis Kaplan imposed the prison term and ordered Ellison to forfeit $11 billion. This sentencing closes another chapter in the aftermath of FTX's collapse, which defrauded customers and investors of billions of dollars.
China stocks soared this week as the People's Bank of China, or PBOC, announced a 0.5% cut on all existing mortgages, expected to free up 150 billion won. They also announced a reduction in down payment requirements to 15% and 800 billion won directed to investors and commercial banks for the purchase of various stocks and bonds.
Thank you for listening to Econ Recaps, and tune in Sunday, where we will go over the weekend news and tell you what to look forward to for the week ahead. A quick reminder that if you enjoy our content, feel free to check out some of our latest videos to stay up to date on what's happening. I hope you have a great night. Cheers.